Today we're going to be talking about 8 items that are out of style for this winter and items you can wear instead. A lot of times there are items that were in style previously and we still have them in our wardrobe, but they might need a little bit of tweaking, or there might be something else that's in style that we have in our wardrobe maybe from the past, or there might be something that we're interested in picking up to wear now. We're going to talk about how we used to wear them and how they were styled, and how we can either tweak them or wear them now or adjust them to work for the styles that are happening right now. Stay tuned to number 4 for the one that I never really got why the one that is out now was ever in. The first item I'm going to talk about are the slim faux moto jackets, the faux suede, the faux leather moto jackets that were really in for a while there. I think the biggest ones were the cut from the cloth, and there was another one that was a really big one that every time Nordstrom had the anniversary sale, everybody bought them. And I can't think of what it is now. I'm going blank on it. And you guys will probably be able to tell me. If you can think of it, let me know down in the comments. It was the faux leather one. Everybody bought it all the time. Gosh, I can't think of it now. Blank NYC. That's what it was. The faux leather one. Everybody bought them, and they were a slim cut faux leather moto jacket. And that has kind of fallen to the wayside. Right now, what is in instead of that is a more boxy, oversized kind of faux leather, or leather is way back in jackets. Also jackets that have more of that funnel neck to them. I'm really loving the funnel neck. I bought one this season that was from Mango. It wasn't a moto style one, but it was still cropped, definitely more boxy, that had that funnel neck that came up higher. That was definitely, I only bought one because again, it's on trend. And so I combined 2 of the trends and invested in it in that manner. So it was a funnel neck that was also cropped. But I will say, a lot of us, if you are similar to me, if you are 50 years old, you may have a jacket that can fit this bill. I had a jacket that was probably 20 years old that was from Banana Republic, and it was kind of a moto style. I'll put a photo in here. It was a little bit more slim fitted. It wasn't as oversized, but I'm able to kind of use that and work that into this. And then also Marty had one we found in his closet that MJ has been wearing that's an oversized kind of bomber style jacket that MJ's actually been wearing, which is kind of cool, but I can wear that same style too. And it fits me, that Marty had when he was younger. I don't even know when that one was from. So a lot of times, if we keep items that are better made items that we know we like, we can kind of bring them back in as styles come back through. A lot of times I don't keep items that are not as well made, or that I don't actually love the way it fits on me, or things like that. But if it's an item that I truly love, or I love the way it fits, it can come back around. The number 2 item is kind of that elastic banded jeans, joggers, whatever have you, kind of like, the ones that down at your ankle cinched in. It was big, like the faux leather joggers were big by, I think it was Spanx had them for a while there. Those have totally fallen to the wayside. I do have a pair of faux leather joggers, and I think I have a Roberto Cavalli pair that weren't faux leather. They were just a jersey material that I kept, but I put them away and pulled them out of my closet because I'm not wearing them now. But those 2 were 2 that were well made and that I liked how they fit me, that if they ever come back, I kept them, but I didn't keep them in my main closet. I put them in bins in the basement. But since that style isn't in, I did kind of pull them out in a way, because right now, what is in now, and we've known this for quite some time, is your wide leg jeans, your straight leg jeans, more structured, your tailored pants, your things like that. You're not seeing that fitted pant as much. You were definitely seeing more of that structure of the wide leg, the straight leg, the tailored pants. So again, similar to how I pulled out some of those jackets, if you have some of these jogger style pants that are good quality and that you like the way they fit, maybe just kind of pull them out of your closet and put them away since they're not in style right now if you have ones you really love. Number 3, houndstooth print has kind of fallen to the wayside. I don't have a lot that is houndstooth. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything I really have that is houndstooth. That was not really my thing. I was trying to think. At one point I felt like I had a jacket, but I can't even, it must not have been one I loved because I don't think I kept it. But what has now come to the forefront versus that is more your argyle print, your checkered prints, your more larger plaids, the larger ones, not the smaller ones. I have owned this sweater for a lot of years. I got this from, I think it was either when I did a Nordstrom trunk box or an Every box. I'm not even sure if either of them still do their services anymore, but it's been for quite a few years. And I wear it pretty much every fall. I actually love it, and I've worn it for quite a few years. It is very well made. It is very nice. It just works well with my body. It is more cropped, and I love it. And so I'm very happy that the argyle is still in and has made more of a comeback. As far as the larger plaid prints, I think I have one jacket that is a plaid print. I have a couple of flannels, but I'm not a big flannel girl. I have a couple of the Rails Hunter ones, but I pull them out here or there, but not very predominantly. But again, this sweater speaks to the fact that I probably got that when argyle wasn't a huge trend, but it's still somewhat of a classic. So I still wore it. So make sure, even though I'm talking about things that are in and out, if it is something that speaks to you, stay true to yourself and make sure you're wearing what you truly love. Number 4, mini bags. I never understood those. I didn't get it. Even when I saw people I knew buying them, like high-end ones, I didn't get it. I don't know if it's because I have a phone and I need readers, and usually I have like a lipstick or a lip gloss with me. Those are like my main three, and my wallet, my wallet, I carry a tiny little one. Like, my main thing is my phone and my readers. Like, if I can't fit those in, I don't know. Like, I just never got that whole mini bag trend thing. So I'm okay for that being gone. But the structured bags, the slouchy bags, the larger bags are definitely predominant right now. They are what we are seeing, that, larger oversized feel. And it does skew from everything from the really slouchy kind of bags to the very structured bag. I personally tend to skew more on the side of the more structured ones, but I see some of the slouchy ones I really like the look of too. So it just depends on what works within your style, but the mini bag thing was never there for me. Number 5, bright white boots or booties. And I take that back. I did own one pair of bright white ones. I wore them a few times and I never felt like truly myself in them. The closest thing I ever had, and I still saved them, I recently took them off my shelves because they had a wooden heel, and wooden heels are kind of falling to the wayside as well. But I had I guess it was an off-white Marc Jacobs pair with a wooden heel of booties. They were on the verge of being Western, a little bit, a nod to Western, but I love them. I wore them nonstop. I really love them with like a straight leg jean. I don't know. I wore them nonstop. I actually wore them with skirts too. I really loved them and I wore them nonstop. But they were the perfect tone because they weren't a bright white, but they weren't too off-white either. They just worked great on me. They were like a great leather. They weren't too shiny. They weren't too flat. They just worked great on me and my skin tone, and I really loved them. But they are now in my basement in my bins because they're just not right now, and I won't grab for them. But if they ever come back in style, I definitely want that pair. But right now, if I'm grabbing for a pair of booties, what definitely is more on trend right now is a burgundy pair or like a camel color pair. And I already own both of those. Last year, I bought a burgundy pair of booties. I don't honestly remember who they were by. They're a shorter heel. They're right back here. Gosh, and they're comfortable too. I'll have to look. And then over here, I have a couple pair of caramel colored booties, one thicker heel pair and one thinner heel pair. So I'm good with those. But those are kind of more the color combination of booties that if you're looking for a pair of booties that aren't black in through the winter, this is definitely a great option instead of that white that was on trend for a lot of years. Number 6 was the kind of what's now dated autumn colors that were on trend for a while there, which I'm here for. I never did well in those more bright autumn tones, that really bright orange color, that like, I can do okay in an army green, but it has to be the right one. That like yellowy mustard color, like those colors never did well with me. But these new colors that are really in, the burgundy, the really kind of rich gray, and that like more dark olivey green, those colors all do well with my skin tone. So I am pretty excited for all of those. The number 7 item is parachute pants. And I had a pair. They were cute. I wore them a couple times. We're okay. It was kind of like that, you know, again, that cinched down at your ankle type of thing. They were okay. I wore them casual. Again, wasn't 100% my style, but it had a little bit of an edge to it. I enjoyed them. I'm not gonna lie, when I wore them, I liked the look of it, but it was more sporty. That's the word. They were more sporty, but they were comfortable. I liked them. I wore them to a fair we went to. They were fun. But yeah, they definitely they didn't last long, but it's definitely more your like Adidas track pants are in, the Spanx, what are they called? The Air Essential pants that are like the matching set with like the 3/4 zip, wide leg kind of pants. All of those are definitely something we're seeing much more of. And I feel like those have been around for a while too, because I think I bought my Spanx Air Essential ones a couple years ago. Those are around and staying versus that parachute pant that was kind of like a flash in the pan. Didn't last long. These more wide leg pants are here to stay. Number 8 is circle scarves. I don't feel like they were in last year at all, and I haven't seen them for a while, but you guys remember those circle scarf thing? I haven't seen them in quite a few years, but they are definitely out and gone. I had one from, I think it was from Lululemon. They definitely were more on the sporty side, but I know people wore them fashion side too. They were more like when that like circle cardigan or like the, you know what I'm talking about, the like rounded cardigan was in. But they definitely are out, and more of like your silk scarves are in, and like the more fashion scarves. It's definitely used more to complete your outfit than for warmth are in now. It's definitely a little bit more of a fashion statement. They definitely are completing a look. They're definitely more delicate part of an outfit than being a heavier kind of piece of the outfit. So those are the 8 items that I definitely have seen out for the winter of this year, and some suggestions I would give you for items that you can use to replace those with if you are interested for this year, if you are interested for this winter. And I hope you found them helpful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you have a great weekend.